Welcome back, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, to another wonderful episode of The Fall of New Vesara. I am your Dungeon Master, Tyson Fraleigh, but you're not here for me. You're, of course, here for the illustrious players. First up, we have Hannah Halcro.
Hello, hello, hello.
We have Liz Nyveen.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
We have Adam Honigman.
Show me potato salad.
And we have Takeshi Fukushima.
Corn dogs.
It's time to kick some ass and take names as we pick up from our last episode. Last time on The Fall of New Vesara, the party went on a little bit of an explorative hunt across the Magnus Ward. The party went to the University of New Vesara to go to the Arcano Engineering Department as a way to learn about the Autonochasms, which are the bodyguards located at the Museum of Esoteric Histories, which you have been asked to break into and find a severed finger inside the vault of by the leader of the Thunderkin mob family known as Oslo. You guys met with Dr. Pennywind, where you learned about this private project that was partially financed and offered help by Verdant Industries, a company that is basically runs Arcano engineering all throughout the city of New Vesara. You guys saw a picture with numerous classmates that had worked on this project, along with the Verdant Industries CEO, Arthur Mayhew. You guys then took a pamphlet from Verdant Industries and discovered that a few of the Verdant Industry locations are located at former burned down buildings that had been remodeled and rebuilt during the time of their destruction. You all then headed to the Rogues Riot, a student bar where you interviewed Tyrell, a Arcano engineering student who worked on the project, and found out some weak points on the Autonochasm. You guys then decided to head across town to one of the locations of the Verdant Industries subsidiary buildings. You guys went inside, intimidated the secretary as you then headed down into the basement, finding basically just a stone room, nothing of suspicious at first. However, as you guys shut the door behind you and began to investigate a little bit further, you discovered that what is more than likely a false floor is underneath you, as well as potentially one of those large cylindrical bolts set on to a wall, where similar magics seem to be emanating from. You guys then found some sort of password or code phrase scribed into the wall. However, before you were able to figure it out, there was a knocking at the door. You guys then decided to prepare yourselves for a fight as you ran up, waited for the door for another swing at the door to happen, unlocked it and pulled it open, and that is where we left off. Roll for initiative, motherfuckers.
I rolled a 9.
I have a 5, my friend.
13.
I rolled an 11.
So to start off with, you guys do have the surprise round for Gilly. Is there anything you'd like to prepare as the door swings open?
Oh god. Like, I guess somehow Lance, Barb, and Reggie will become blessed. And Tyson, can I get a how are there a lot of people on the other side of the door, or is that outside the scope of the surprise round?
No, you're able to step backwards a little bit as you see that there are currently 3 people standing at the doorway. One person who has currently stumbled in, 2 of which, including the person who has stumbled in, are relatively muscular individuals. They look to be not wearing full uniforms, but seem to be some sort of security, just based on just general attire and equipment kind of set on their hip. They do seem to have almost like utility belts where you can see that there are like clubs on their hip. But you also see the secretary who's in the back just looks surprised as the door swings open. All right, Regina?
Yeah, I have a piece of identification paper from my, background pack or whatever. I'm gonna pull that out and cast Minor Illusion on it, so that it looks like the badge of a health inspector. And I'm just gonna flash that at them, if possible.
Oh, easily done. You're able to just scoot around and just pop it out. Are you saying anything to them as you do so?
Hold up. What's the ruckus going on here?
Stumbles inside. I'll say, make a quick deception check.
Oh, Christ. That's an 11.
11. Okay. They seem even more confused as of the moment. It would be them, but that moves on past them. Barb.
So I definitely planned on shutting the door behind, because I'm hiding behind the door right now, behind whoever was stumbling in. So I think I start doing that, but then Regina spoke something, so I'm gonna stop doing that. And so peer around, and what does this guy look like that's just fallen in front of me?
Oh, stepping in front, somewhat stumbling in, seems to be what looks to be mostly like a different from the autochasms that you've encountered and other numerous robotic entities. This individual seems to mostly be crafted from almost like wood and steel bits, almost like a carving come to life, kind of.
Is this common? Would we have seen these things around, this guy?
Make a history check offhand.
2.
2. No fucking clue.
No fucking clue. Okay, so in that case, I say, yeah, come on in, buddy. And I put my arm around it, pull it inside, and then shut the door behind it.
Okay, make a grapple check.
Sweet. That is a 21.
21. You go up to put your arm around as was it one of these hulking massive branch arms comes down and spins you off the side. Rolled a 22.
What?
You're able to close the door,
fuck.
but is now just standing in front of you, just now looking laser sharp focus on you.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, great.
Lance.
Yeah, I'll do exactly what I've been planning on doing before we rolled initiative, which is try and the individual, assuming that they've not messed up their trajectory, whoever is stumbling towards me, I want to get them in a grapple.
Okay, go for it.
Good fucking luck, bud.
How's a 3 gonna do for me?
A 3. You run forward, go to grab, and you miss by a foot. You just, whew. It's a weird depth perception when the door closed. It went mostly full dark. So the position just suddenly shifted.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, yeah, that's about the extent of what I can accomplish. Or lack thereof.
All right. In which case, it comes back now to the normal initiative. So back at the top is Gilly.
Why am I at the beginning? Does this thing look like a person, or does it look like a weird, creepy machine?
It looks like a humanoid. So it just looks like perhaps some, variant form of a Warforged. It doesn't have any of, arcane glyphs across it. It just seems to be almost like a tree person mixed with metal.
Does it have a face?
It does have a face.
I'm gonna shout, "Hey, you!" Does it turn?
It does turn.
I hit it with my sword.
Okay, go for it.
22 to hit.
That definitely hits. Roll damage.
6.
Sword swings. Carves a massive cleave straight through the bark. From the reaction of the blow, there's a weird, almost creaking sound. It's son of a bitch.
Oh, it is a person. I'm also gonna lean up against the door in case someone tries to bump it open. I can maybe help add friction.
Sounds good. Which point, Regina?
Well, seeing as it appears we're now attacking this thing, this guy, rather, I will pretend to stumble. Our Lance and Gilly then, like, right next to this thing?
Pretty close. I'd say within 10 feet.
Yeah, that's not ideal. Okay, I'll stumble so that I am right in front of the plant person, and I will pretend to... Oh, wait, shit, my cards! And I will, like, send a bunch of papers tumbling out of my hands and cast a spray of cards at this guy.
Okay, what does that do?
So, I spray spectral cards from my hands or sleeves in a 15-foot cone, and each creature in that 15-foot cone must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be blinded until the end of their next turn.
Okay. That is a 13.
That fails.
All right, the cards burst out in front. The figure just seems to mostly be confused as multiple like pieces of these paper cards like basically like when you see like people like do the card tricks where they flick things into different materials. It's just a bunch of paper cards sticking in this wood creature's face, just almost like a set of blinders in front of it.
Oh lord, I'm so sorry. Oh god. Butterfingers.
Now, is it blinded until the end of your turn or its turn?
The end of its next turn. I've used all my inspirations for the day, so I think that'll be it for me.
Okay. It goes to their turn. To start off with, the guy that is currently blinded is going to pull the club from the side and is going to swing blindly, just aiming for anything that's in its way. The closest thing would be you, Regina.
Okay.
Disadvantage. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Can I use my reaction to cast Silvery Barbs?
Sure. That's just a reroll.
Yeah.
That is going to be 14 to hit.
God damn it, that still hits. Okay.
But that is only going to be 4 bludgeoning damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, Regina.
I'll just give myself advantage from Silvery Barbs. That is a 17.
That succeeds. The impact smacks you hard across the jaw, and there's a moment where everything begins to shift slightly out of focus before you shake your head and are able to reorient yourself. For you, Gilly, you feel behind the door. What is it? One of the people there is going to attempt to shove the door open. So I need you to make a athletics check.
Yep, 6.
The door bursts open as you are pushed 5 feet back from it. As the figure is standing there, it's going to pull out the billy club on the hip, and that's the end of their turn. Which point it goes to Barb.
Bad. Oh, first things first. This is all very frustrating. This is just a frustrating kind of day, so I would like to rage. Yeah. And then attack the one that is attacking Reggie with my big old meat tenderizer. Okay, so with the D4, that's a 13.
13 misses, sadly.
No! I'm even more angry.
Big miss off to the side as he's pulling the cards out from stuck in the side of his face. Kind of has to duck down to dodge out of the way.
Okay. I'm gonna reckless attack next turn, because fuck this.
Which point, Lance?
So, as of yet, we don't necessarily have any reason to believe that these people mean us any harm. So I don't necessarily want to harm them.
Yeah, I think they just want us to leave their building.
So I want to try and reason for a moment. So I'm going to I'm gonna try and pull the attention of the secretary, who's in the back. All right, this is clearly a misunderstanding here. We believe there was something down below here, and you're within your right to sick your guards upon us. But did you know this room was here at all?
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage? I've done nothing wrong.
Because we're attacking them! What do you mean?
I didn't do that. What I did do was roll a 2, though.
The secretary is just looking, the level of fear went from like, oh, these guys like are kind of annoying to, oh my god, they have guns.
Oh
like,
no.
Very frightened of you right now.
That's fair.
We're so bad at this today.
Which point, come back to the top. Liz.
Okay, so the secretary is still out in the hallway, and the 2 guards are in here. I'm gonna try and grapple one, I guess.
Sure. Which one would you like to grapple?
The healthy one.
Go ahead and make an athletics check.
19.
19. You go up. You can see he's about to bring his arms up to break the grapple to go in for a headbutt, but you're able to readjust your position and wrap your arms around. They're grappled.
I'm gonna like mutter in kind of an unpleasant way in this person's ear. Listen, we're not gonna kill anyone. We just have questions. So answer them, and we can go our separate ways, or... Yeah, that's the deal.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
I rolled a 2 and a 3, but that does result in a 7?
Grappling the figure is like this brawny, almost seems like weirdly like a short Goliath, so it's just a normal height for a regular person. Just kind of swinging back for it, just, you fucking stabbed Charlie, you bastard.
I did do that, and that's on me. I'm sorry. I panicked.
I'm gonna fucking bop you for it.
That's it.
All right, Regina.
I heard the secretary speak before, correct?
Yeah.
I am going to cast Minor Illusion to around where the secretary is, as I'm going to project the sound of the secretary saying, Wait, hold on, guys. Let's hear him out.
Interesting. Make a deception check.
Okay. This hasn't broken well for me in the past, but let's try this. Oh. Fuck me sideways. Jesus Christ, that's a nat fail.
You see both the guards turn, look towards the secretary. The secretary just looks at her and is like, I didn't say nothing. Before they just turn back and just seem to just be back in the aggressive moods they were before.
I am fucking running out of D20s that are not in dice jail right now.
Betrayers, all of them.
Yeah, that'll be it for me.
At which point, it is back to them. The secretary is going to look at the situation, look to Lance, and turn and begin running up the stairs. Which point, the one that is you're grappling, Gilly, is going to rotate in your arms and come down with the club. That's a 7 and a 10. Just bouncing off, like there's a moment where it's like, this is actually kind of a pretty fucking nice suit.
Thanks. Are we about to kiss?
Make an insight check.
Tyson, be a hero. Be a hero, Tyson. Be a hero.
16?
Confused by your statement, but...
Not unpleasantly so.
Not, maybe.
Kinda into it. Anyway, the other one is going to turn to... now the closest one is going to be you, Barb, to the Oki one. He's going to swing the club twice. Both of those are 24s.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
One of those I will impose a disadvantage on with silvery barbs.
Second, that one is definitely not going to hit. That is a 6. Coming in with the club for a big 8 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced to 4.
And I will give advantage to Barb's next roll from silvery barbs.
Which point it goes to Barb.
So the secretary is gone? Like, where?
You currently cannot see him. You see that the hallway goes back about 10 feet before it just goes into stairs that go upwards. Currently disappeared from line of sight upstairs.
Okay, we might have more company soon. We should hit the bricks. Probably. Is what I say. Okay, but I'm not thinking that because I'm enraged. Yes. The closest one to me is the one that we've hit before.
Yep.
I attack not recklessly. Oh, yeah, I needed that. That's a 18.
That definitely hits. Roll damage.
Sweet. Okay, that is 6. The lowest possible amount of damage, which is still 6 damage, but not very much. Oh, 8, because I'm raging. 8 damage.
Hell yeah.
I rolled snake eyes.
Oof. The meat tenderizer comes out. You hear a massive crack as over the left-hand shoulder, you watch as the wood just splinters, snapping, probably like causing a cave-in of like just probably down to the clavicle of just splintered wood. Is that all for you, Barb?
Yeah, if I am not standing within like 5 feet of the door, I'm also gonna take us. Oh no, I can't because I'll attack. Never mind. No, that's it. That's good.
Okay. Lance Delio.
I'm still upright, right? I haven't.
No, you're still standing. You had your hands up, talking to the secretary, and then you just watch the secretary just run.
Is the door currently being blocked right now, or is it kind of an open shot?
It's kind of broken right now. It's slightly like cracked in, but it's currently open.
I want to take the door off its hinges and throw it at the two enemies and try and make an escape.
I'll say make a athletics check to rip the door off the hinges.
That would be a critical failure on my part.
Grab the door, grab it on the ledge, put your foot against it, and heave with all your might. At a certain moment, you're about to go for a second heave, and you're so sure it's going to open the door, but you feel something in your back seize up.
Oh, dang this armor my whole life. All right, well, I'll kind of, I'll busy with something. Lads, I believe it's time we make our hasty exit.
Which point? It goes to Gilly.
Seconded. And I shove the one I have at the other one and cheese it.
Okay. Please make an athletics check.
Oh, nat 20, baby.
Ooh! You shove the first one, the one that you're grappling over towards the oak being. They both impact into each other. And you're able to run as fast as you would like.
Jingle all the way.
So I'll say with your base movement, you're able to get up to the first floor where you were previous. As you can see, the front door of the building open as a familiar secretary you can now hear just shouting, "Help! Help!"
Okay, I don't think there's anything I can really do about that except say, No, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Again, give me a deception check with disadvantage. Or a persuasion check, still with disadvantage.
We're pretty good at this game.
We're so good at this game.
I mean, I think I can't really justify rolling persuasion in this case. For myself. So I got a 16.
Still shouting.
Alright.
Regina.
Yeah, I'm also gonna book it up to the first floor. Do I take an attack of opportunity?
Yes, I'm gonna say one of them, based on your position, would get an attack of opportunity as you're flying by.
That's okay.
Since I got a 20, could one of them fall over? Maybe.
You know what, Liz? Because it's a natural 20, I'll roll for it. They're still on their feet, sadly. That's a 21. However, the attack roll against Regina was a natural 1, so it doesn't matter.
Hey!
As Regina, you are able to fly up the first floor if you'd like.
Yeah. I get there. Do I hear the secretary shouting for help?
Yes.
How far away is the secretary?
From that position, 30 feet.
I cast Minor Illusion again to create the sound. centered on the secretary, the sound of the secretary shouting, "Wait, wait! False alarm! False alarm! Go back to your business!"
Make another deception check. Straight roll.
God fucking that's an 11.
11? Okay. I'm now going to have the secretary make a wisdom save. What's your spell save DC?
14.
You cast the spell. The sound begins shouting as the secretary starts looking around before, like, looking to their own hands as you think you may have caused some sort of the beginnings of a mental breakdown for the secretary as they can't figure out, wait, is that my own voice? Am I also shouting different things at the same time? What's going on? And they just seem very distraught.
Gaslight gatekeep girl boss.
Fair enough.
All right. In which case, it goes back to their turn. The two guards are going to flank Barb and are going to make some swings. First one's an 11.
Nope.
Second one, that one's going to be a 25.
Yep.
That one is going to be a 20.
Yes.
And that one's going to be a crit.
Fuck, alright. The first one misses, but...
First two attacks is 12 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced to 6.
Yep.
And on the crit, 8 bludgeoning, reduced to 4, and I need you to make a con save.
Nat 1!
The clubs are coming in from all sides as it's mostly not hurting as the last one comes and clocks you right beside the ear as you, like, the world around you just begins to spin as you are considered stunned until the end of their next turn.
Oh, shit. Alright, go on without me, guys. It's been fun.
It then goes to your turn, Barb. You are stunned. It then goes to Lance.
That's so disrespectful.
That's very funny.
I'm leaving. I don't know what to say. I'm leaving.
Okay.
Fair enough.
You run up the steps.
You bastard.
That is your base movement as you see Gilly and Regina.
Oi! Pick up the pace. Let's go.
We need to... Wait, where's Barb?
She's feisty. She can fend for herself.
Are you kidding me? If you deal with that, I'll deal with her.
Blood. All right. Fine.
So Lance, what are you doing?
I deal with it. Roll for deal with it.
What does that mean?
You still have your action and your bonus action.
I do. Okay. Am I near any? I'm not near anything though. That's
Dealing with
fine.
it.
No, you're in the lobby. If you want to use your action, you can run back downstairs. You can run outside. You can shoot your gun.
I'll run back down, but as I pass by Gilly, I give him a dirty look.
Run back downstairs and you see Barb still just staggered there, being flanked by these two guards.
Bob, I'm dealing with it.
You ran up the stairs, and then you dashed back downstairs with your action. I don't understand you!
Which point, Gilly?
I'll go to the secretary. Try to grab him.
You get up to the secretary. I'm gonna just make a quick check here to see how. Okay. This is a side street from a main street. You are beginning to approach what look to be two city, like, officers who are beginning to head up towards the main street. But you also see the secretary just looking at himself, just like deeply confused as you approach and eyes go wide.
I'm gonna, like, gently jog up to this fiery little person, and, like, kind of, like, put my arm around his, question mark?
Yeah, seems to be, yeah.
Around his shoulder, just like, it's okay, buddy. Let's get back inside, huh? And attempt to just, like, steer him gently back into the building.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage. Still deeply terrified of you.
No, I'm sorry for that. You know, it just happens sometimes. We're really not here to cause any trouble. We just have questions about your corrupt boss. 11.
11. Doesn't seem... It is not currently moving with you. Is pretty much just, like, stuck in, like, some sort of, like minor state of shock.
Crisis.
Yes, and is unsure currently what to do, but is not aggressive to you as of the moment, but is not it's basically straight in the middle.
Okay. All right.
So, not worst case.
I'm gonna offer. In that case, I'm gonna offer him my brown bottle of something strong, which I keep in my trench coat pocket. Just be like, here you go. I'm gonna open it for him while it's in his hand. One arm still around his shoulder.
As you're doing this, it goes over to Regina.
Yeah, I'm gonna also run up to the secretary in that case. How far away are the officers?
They're about, let's say about 50 feet.
Okay. I'm going to... And we're in like a side street?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to cast Minor Illusion at like a window. If there's an upper window across the street from us that's within 30 feet, I'm gonna cast it there, as I'm gonna have help! Police! Someone help us!
Make a quick sleight of hand check. As there are somatic components to this spell, which you'll have to hide from the officers to deceive them.
14.
You see the officers are approaching forward. Look to where the sound is coming from. Look towards you, confused. Look back up, and continue approaching. Just very, very confused.
Can I try to segue my somatic components into pointing at the window and shouting, "We'll go on then! Help a poor lass!"
I'm gonna say, make a deception check.
That's a 12.
A 12. They're looking back at you. They seem very conflicted. That they're about at this point they're about 25 feet away, and they're just looking to each other, awaiting to make a decision here. Anything you want to do as your bonus action?
That's an excellent question. This is when I start looking at my inventory list, which is never a good sign. No, I don't think there's anything I can do for my bonus action.
In which case, it goes to the baddies. They are going to make some swings on Regina. Sorry, not Regina. They're going to make some swings on Barb. That is going to be a 19.
Yep, hits.
That is going to be a 16.
Yep, hits.
That's going to be another 19.
Yep.
That's cocked. Even with advantage, that's going to be an 8.
Nope.
So, first attack, 8 reduced to 4. Second, 6 reduced to 3. And the last one is a 9 reduced to 5.
Alright. Doing okay, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm like at half health.
Yeah, huh. That's okay.
They are deeply impressed.
I mean, this is kind of how I make a living, so... I could go all day!
At which point, it goes to Barb. You are no longer stunned.
Oh my god, thank you. I'm gonna disengage, because that was actually kind of a lot of damage, and then book it. I haven't noticed that, I have not noticed that Lance is there.
Alright, which point, Lance, you get to the door as you watch as Barb is getting beat down before Barb suddenly books it past you and heads up the stairs as you see the two guards just turn and are now just looking at you.
You're getting your cardio in.
I came to deal with this, and it has been dealt with, and I shall be off now.
Well, with that being the case, it is your turn. Run upstairs.
I turn around and run back up the stairs.
Run back up the stairs.
Yep.
Where you see
Yep.
Regina and Gilly outside with the secretary, seemingly comforting the secretary. And Barb at the top of the stairs with you now.
Are we interrupting something?
I'm still raging, so like I'm not even capable of conversation.
All right, I'll leave you to it. I go for the door, assuming I still have some movement.
You can use your action to run out through the front door if you'd like.
I do that.
All right. You burst out as you see that there are two officers who are about 25 feet away, just now looking confused at the front door. At which point, Gilly.
Would we say it's within the realm of possibility that Gilly has business cards with a different name on them in addition to the real business cards that say Gilly Mystra, considering their overall personality and infiltration style?
I'll say make an intelligence check for your past self.
Yep, fair. Absolutely fair. Intelligence 12.
I'll say you're in the process of it. You have one joke card that is a deeply ridiculous name.
Good. Okay. How close are these frickin' cops?
25 feet.
How, like, okay, after everything, how interested do they seem to me? Like, are they, like, engaged, or are they still kind of ambling a little?
Well, they're definitely trying to get a beat on what's going on, and they're definitely approaching you all with intent, but it's clear that they're confused about what scenario they should be worried about. Because they came here about someone shouting in the street, and now there's someone in an adjacent building that's having trouble, but also the Genasi seems out of whack.
I'm just gonna ignore that and try and get this Genasi back into the building. They're just like a gentle sort of a gentle sort of muscling. I will take my bottle back and swig from it and also dribble some on the Genasi. Listen, buddy, it's been a bad day for both of us, so let's just get through this, alright?
Whoa.
Don't you remember what happened?
Looks at you intrigued.
Oh god, I have to come up with it now. Remember at lunch?
Make a deception check at disadvantage. Lunch?
What time of day is it right now?
Gilly's not a fast thinker. I got 2 13s because this is a cursed action. For a total of 16.
Alright, it's gonna make a insight check on you. What happened at lunch?
I was there. You ate something. They tried to stop you, but it was too late.
Just looks at himself. What did I eat? What did I eat? Before just collapsing to the ground, holding his head.
It's okay, we'll figure it out.
The officer's approaching now. Like, you good?
Yep.
Kind of looks at the whole scenario. They see Lance just run full tilt with just the yep. Make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Oh, it's a good thing that was at disadvantage. Otherwise, I might have succeeded at it. 8.
They just kind of like nod over towards the front entrance. Something going on in there?
Oh, don't worry about that. Don't worry about this, officers. It's fine. Our friend here just had a little too much to drink at lunch and is having a bit of a bad time of it. You should really be concerned about what's going on up there.
Right about that. What's going on up there?
I don't know. I just heard someone start screaming bloody murder. I mean, isn't it your job to go up and investigate when that starts happening?
Well, they also just suddenly stopped.
I will say if its minor illusion lasts for 1 minute.
Oh! Good to know. In which case, the shouting over top is... I'll say make one more deception check. One last one.
Please, God, baby, Jesus, please. Oh, God, I never thought I'd be so happy to see a 9 on a die. That is 15.
15. You're saying this, you're pointing to the top. looking back over to the officers, and see they look to one another, kind of motion over towards a set of doors that lead up to the building. And you see as they just turn away, you hear from the inside, "Fucking get the bastards!" As you see the two guards are now at the top of the stairs before they start swinging down on Barb.
Yeah.
Flanking, that is a crit.
Oh, shit.
Flanking 20, 21. It's cocked. And another crit.
Barb again! No!
Why are you rolling so well? What do you have in the air over there? Jesus.
First swing is 10 reduced to 5.
Okay.
Second is 8 reduced to 4.
Okay.
The first crit is 8 reduced to 4.
Alright.
The second crit is 10 reduced to 5.
I have exactly 0 HP.
As Barb, the volley of swings against your back, the pain causes a spark in the back of your head as you feel 2 batons come and crack you over the back of the head as you immediately drop. As per these weapons, you do not drop to 0 hit points. Instead, you drop to 1, but you are unconscious. As the 2 guards are just going to turn and just point towards Gilly and Regina.
I turn to the cops and I flash the paper that I minor illusion to look like a health inspector's certificate, and I say, Verdant Industries really doesn't want people looking at their working conditions.
In which case, make a deception check with advantage.
Oh, thank you. 16.
You see the 2 officers look at the ID, look to the both of you confused, look over towards the 2 guards, look towards each other as they grab swords, and go towards the guards. I suggest you put down the batons, friend. As they are approaching the front door, from which it goes to Barb. You are just unconscious. Just no death saving throws required. Lance.
Okay, I'm like a ways away from... If I turn and look back at the building, what do I see?
Turn and look back, you see that there are 2 officers approaching the doorway. You see Barb drop as the 2 guards with clubs are now pointing as the officers are looking. Can you... I suggest you put down the clubs, friend. What's going on? They're fucking thieves, this one especially. The group of them, all of them. They came in here. They came rustling around into business that ain't theirs. Like, okay, let's just put everything down. Let's talk, alright?
Okay, I'm going to take my rifle and I want to fire into the facade of the building, but not at anyone. Just make it clear that, like, I'm a presence that's behind them.
Okay. Is there any kind of effect you want to make with this? Like, do you want to...
I just want to catch their attention. It seems like things are in a bad place, and I want to essentially pull their attention away from the allies who are currently inside the building.
Okay, make a intimidation check.
Terrible, not terrible. 11.
Rifle comes out. As a stone section of the facade just breaks, crumbles under the impact, and drops as the 2 officers turn towards you as you're just have the rifle in one hand, looking back, as all of them just seem temporarily timid as they're like, what the fuck is going on?
And I'll make, and I'll move, like, away to try and instigate, like, a chase towards me.
Okay. Which point? Gilly.
I'm gonna run back towards Barb, past the officers, into the fray.
Okay. The officers, currently in their moment, aren't thinking of doing anything, so you just brush past them and they're like, oh, Jesus fucking Christ. As the other 2 clubs out, you're not gonna fucking get away with this.
I ignore them and slide to my knees and kind of, like, hoist Barb a little bit and Cure Wounds happens. That's pretty good. 10.
As you begin hoisting up Barb, you don't really notice, but bring Barb up to her feet. As Barb, you suddenly awaken, seeing your friend pulling you up, and as you're looking towards Gilly, they pull you up. As you look into their eyes, as you see the eyes are beginning to glow this light blue color. A number of, like, almost runes begin to push outwards, but you're watching as that bluish color is flickering, as there's this almost like faint black and red that is flaring before it just suddenly, just as quickly as it appeared, vanishes.
I mean, I think Barb just thinks that that's how magic works. But spooky shit.
I'm like smacking your face. It's a little bit too hard. It's like, hey, are you okay?
How do I feel? Like, clearly, like, whoa, why do I feel like, did I sleep well?
I had a great nap.
Yeah, I had such a great nap.
And it took me 30 to get there, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Which point, Regina?
Assault on civic workers. Wall facades that crumble at the slightest bullet. I think I've got enough for my report. My colleagues and I will be leaving post-haste. Verdant Industries will be getting a very strong report coming from the government very soon. Come along, my friends, and I will begin to walk away.
Persuasion check, disadvantage.
God damn it.
Who are you persuading?
I'm shouting it at them from the door. 15.
15. You see the one guard turns and points a sword at you. Is like, no one is moving. We are gonna figure out what the fuck is going on here, because obviously this guy pointing towards Lance is shooting a gun in a public space, points to the secretary. Public intoxication and drinking, and I don't even know where to begin with these guys, pointing to the guards on the interior with Barb and Gilly on the ground.
Well, officer, I point to Lance. How else are you supposed to test the structural integrity of a wall? Give it a love tap? No!
Everyone is gonna stay where they are, and if they don't, so help me. That's it. Just so help me. Which point, it goes to, was it the guards and clubs, and they're gonna make some swings on Gilly. 12, 10, 24, 17.
Okay, well, one of those hits me.
7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ugh.
Kind of looks over towards the guards. I think you'll find we're all us four seem to be on the same page.
Didn't we share a moment earlier?
Turns towards you, just like, I mean, maybe we did, I don't know.
I give them my saddest large fish eyes. My fins droop adorably.
Make a fucking persuasion check at disadvantage.
It's just my reaction to being attacked. 8.
Still looks over, see a slight blush in his cheek. Which point, Barb?
I can still take him. Are they attacking?
They're attacking, was it Gilly?
Okay, Gilly's standing right next to me. I move to defend. I would like to stand between Gilly and have I noticed that there's cops?
Yes, it's very clear.
Clear. I hold up the meat tenderizer, go, whoa, hold on here. Wait, did they say the 4 of us are on the same page? As in, like, them and the cops? Or, like...
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. I would just want to not... I don't want to attack them, but I do want to get in between Gilly and everybody else. And then... Yeah, watch Regina for Q.
Lance.
I'm gonna stay in my position and shout, "Oi! What's going on?" And I I wait patiently for a response.
Wouldn't we all
Not
like
come
to
this round
know?
because of how game mechanics work, I suppose.
All right, Gilly.
I guess, like, back away? At an oblique angle, so not directly towards the cops, but kind of in a third direction.
There are perpendicular hallways to the main foyer, to deeper into the building.
I think I'm not gonna run deeper into the building, although I do have all of the keys,
That is true.
which I stole from the desk. I cannot contact anyone if I run away from this encounter. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and, like, get out of this rapidly closing line.
No one takes an opportunity attack on you. Regina.
I'm going to walk into the building, up to the cop that is closest. Wait, are both of the cops out of the building with me?
They're basically like standing in the doorway.
Yeah, I'm going to walk past them and say, "Well, if you're not going to do your job and protect the citizenry, I'll do it for you." And I'll walk up to one of the private guards, and I have a bar of soap in my inventory from my diplomat's pack.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to hand it over to one of them, say, "Here, take my scent. I've contacted my legal representation using this sending stone. You can discuss the matter with them if you so wish."
It's got, like, an imprint of, like, a rose in it or something.
It smells delightful.
I'm again, Regina, disadvantage on deception, but go for it.
That is a 12.
See the one guard looks confused, grabs the soap.
And I would like to cast message at him.
Hello.
"Hello, this is Regina Corinth with Aratosh Attorneys at Law. How can I help you?"
Why do you sound the same as the lady that's here?
"Oh, we're twin sisters."
Well, just so you're aware, your twin sister was into some suspicious shit.
"Well, that's sort of her job as a public safety inspector. No, she's got to check out all of your nooks and crannies."
Well, look, perhaps next time, when you decide to start to dig into some shit, maybe do it through the public channels, yeah?
"I'll keep it under advisement, thank you. Now, I understand that you are illegally detaining my client."
Tosses the bar of soap back towards you, Regina.
Actually, no, I grab it, but it slips out of my hand.
No!
It's soap! It's slippery! Oh.
Too sweaty.
The guards look towards each other. Looks towards the cops. The tree folk individual is going to look towards you, Gilly, like specifically menacingly before putting the baton back. As you see, the half Goliath looks over towards the two cops. "Look, there's been a big misunderstanding here. Let's let sleeping dogs lie, as it were. Seems this lot were particular assholes, but isn't worth anybody getting killed." The cops just look to each other. This still just doesn't just make shooting a live weapon in a public space fine. Or any of this. You still have a person just points over to where the secretary was, and the secretary and the bottle of whiskey are gone.
Shit. My booze.
It's like, oh, god damn it. Look, we're gonna be back for more information on fucking all of you. This ain't over, as the two cops begin frantically looking around for the drunk secretary at this point, as we are currently out of initiative.
So the cops did they leave the building?
They're currently outside, but they do not seem to be particularly focused on the group of you.
I feel like this distraction window might close on us.
Let's just keep moving.
Head back through the main doors. The two cops just frantically looking for this Genasi. As you are able to head back onto the main street, slightly more beaten than when you went in.
I'll reconvene with the group. What did we accomplish today?
We did steal a lot of keys.
We did. Oh, that's true. We got off with the keys.
Now I need to go to a liquor store, so...
Same, actually.
Where are we walking to right now?
My house. I'm going home.
Is it still mid-afternoon, Tyson?
About that, yeah.
Alright, let's go to Barb's. I need a very stiff drink to decompress after this.
I mean, on our way there, I will replace my bottle and spend whatever that is.
It depends. How fancy of a bottle do you want?
It's shit.
Pay 3 copper.
Oh, no, that's gonna be real bad.
You all head to Barb's apartment once again. Walk inside. See the place as it was left previous. Scattered newspapers everywhere, but homely nonetheless. As Barb, you hit the couch and just quickly go into a power nap mode. Regina able to very easily get a good drink while Gilly is drinking Canadian Club from the bottle.
Specifically, I would like to gather together as many liquors as I can and basically put together a crude Long Island iced tea for myself.
Disgusting. I'm also in the windowsill because I'm allergic to cats and this place makes me sneeze.
Oh yeah, sausage is definitely like lying on my belly.
For Barb, as you fall asleep, find yourself in a welcome and calming void. As you hear, well, I don't really know. I don't want to wait. She looks really different from the last time I saw her. It's crazy. Oh, I expected her to look like this. Stunning still. She looks like a proper fucking darling to me. Hey.
What?
Psst.
What?
Psst. Barb. You look up and you see 3 figures. You see, standing off to your right, is a relatively young dwarf. Like mid-20s area as far as age is concerned. Seems to be wearing like almost like an apron with a number of tools and like covered in soot. But like very like round face, like very baby faced dwarf with this little tuft of brown hair off the top, looking very like just frazzled by the whole thing. Standing at your feet, you can see a slightly taller individual, back straight, hair slicked back, one gray line of like hair that curves back, a very elaborate pinup suit. Seems to be like holding some sort of whiskey glass and just like held close to his chest. And the last, shaggy brown, shaggy like blonde red hair, long beard, probably hitting like middle age. These like very like honey colored eyes, and smiling, but you can see a number of like wooden teeth that are kind of in there. As you see standing, the first individual you saw, Warren, the second, Gaius, and the third figure standing off to your left, Bob. You see Bob look down to you. How you doing, lass? You look beautiful, more beautiful than a tulip out of a shit show.
Oh, well, didn't think I'd be seeing you guys again. And, all in the same place, too. Yeah, I don't feel so great, I gotta say. Am I dead?
Gaius is looking over to Warren and Bob. It's like, to be honest, it hasn't really been our cup of tea either.
Does that imply that they've been, like, waiting around here? That's hilarious. Yeah, am I dead?
Oh, no. Warren kind of comes back. No. Well, I mean, pretty sure not. No, this isn't what that... No, if she were dead, we would have fucking known it by now.
Yeah, it'd be in all the papers, right?
Oh, of course, darling. No, it just seems you're just having yourself a good little bit of a drinky poo. But, in fairness, we were kind of wondering the same question. Sorry, not the same question. We all know we're fucking dead. Like, we're really fucking dead. But, what did you want us for?
Oh, right now, I guess maybe I'm just thinking about home and, trying to rest. Take a breather from this shit show of a day I've been having. And, I suppose, the 3 of you have come to mind.
Oh, that's nice.
Looks at Gaius like,
What?
nothing.
Oh, come now. You know I have my charms. I wouldn't be here if I didn't. But yes, I suppose I am a little bit wondering. Kind of sips, kind of awful. Tosses the glass. Suddenly another glass appears in his hand. I suppose I'm just wondering why exactly you brought us here.
To be honest, I'm a little confused also, but I think I might just need a favor from you guys from time to time. From here on out, if that's cool with you. At the moment, I don't know, could use one of those. Points at his whiskey.
You go to grab it as your hand passes through the glass.
Oh, that's so disappointing. How fitting.
As you see, Guy is about to say something probably snide and remark. See, Warren, so...
Is this gonna happen every time I go to sleep now?
Kind of looks up into just the vacant space. Well, I suppose that does raise a question. If we're going to be here for a while, do you mind if I make some adjustments?
Oh, please do. This place is awful. You really need some a loving touch, I suppose.
Closes his eyes as you see, just suddenly from the sky, just a workbench. Impacts. Okay, I gotta admit, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, make yourself comfortable.
Oh, let me give you a hand with that. Ugh. Stretches out. It's like, oh, you two get on ahead with yourselves. If you can do that. As you see, suddenly operating from behind a fully stocked, just like a mile-long bar. I'm in heaven. Turns and spins towards it.
Oh, he is a charmer. Fuck.
Kind of begins to pour. But really, Bob, all joking aside, turns, I really am curious about, what is that?
I turn around.
Turn around as you suddenly see just something standing maybe a mile away. Very tiny in the distance. Storm clouds overhead. See, Bob and Warren look off into the distance. What the fuck is that?
Oh, so you guys haven't seen that before either.
Nope, haven't seen that before.
I suggest you put in some waterproofing.
Yeah, gonna take that into consideration. Okay, well, before that thing gets any closer, maybe you should, do the wake up.
Oh, yeah, of course. All right, smell you later.
Ha! Funny. That's a joke. Haha. Before it just hard cuts.
Fucking amazing.
As you awaken after the conflict, just to clarify, is there anything else that people would like to accomplish during the short rest?
Yeah, I have a trumpet. I guess I'll just take my trumpet out and I'll play some jazz.
Regina, please make a performance check.
That'll be a 16.
16. The gentle and smooth sounds of jazz begin to fill the apartment. As the short rest comes to an end, that is where we will put a pause on this adventure here and continue on, figure out what the fuck you guys are going to get up to next.
What are we doing? I don't know. Where are we going? I don't know. How do we get there? I don't know.
Well, with all that being the case, is there anything that people would like to plug?
I'm going to plug Motor City, which is a cartoon that lasted 2 seasons, and the art style was pretty fun and punk rock, and I liked the story. It was about cars, which, okay, sure, fossil fuels capitalism, but in a world where cars are illegal, gangs live under the city of New Detroit, which is like a sanitized sort of thing, and race each other and go on adventures, and there's some cool cyborg stuff too.
I would like to plug October Jones and Fish with Legs, a fantasy coming-of-age adventure podcast, which features everyone in this cast. It is a great all-ages, family-friendly podcast exploring themes of friendship, colonialism, and racism. No, I'm coming up with this on the fly. Check it out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever good podcasts are to be found. And for more information, you can check out octoberandfish.ca.
I want to plug the plot of Cars 3 where they introduced electric vehicles and made them the bad guys. That was cool.
I would like to plug Senda, Sending Stones for her. They come in a soft vanilla, ruby rose, and beautiful blueberry flavors. And they do work also as soap.
All right. Well, in which case, thank you all so much for listening. If you like the madhouse that is this, make sure to check out our other series, including Montreal by Night and Those Damn Kids, which include some cast members of this very season. You can also check us out on YouTube at Three Kings Loot. You can get all your board game news from thebagofloot.com and all your board game needs from threekingsloot.com. Thank you all so much for listening. We'll catch you next time.